Welcome to Make Sylacauga Healthy Again. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathon Douglas of Broadway Spinal Care. Last time we were talking about something that's a hot topic right now, human trafficking. And I'm afraid we left it on kind of a sour note of how bad things are. Today we're hoping that as our community health series continues, we can talk about a brighter light on this. What can you actually do? And so many times in life we hear somebody should do something, but whenever people post that or say that, it seems like they mean somebody else. Well, maybe today you'll listen to this and maybe you can be somebody. Stay tuned. Back today with Amie Cotton, our expert on trafficking, which I don't know is a great title to have, but we appreciate it. And I mean, you're doing hard things. A lot of people avoid hard things. You're doing hard things, and you're becoming a millionaire doing this, right? I mean, this is volunteer, just like I'm doing. Yeah.
Volunteer work, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes being a volunteer is more rewarding than the pay you get when you see a smile.
That's part of community health, though, is volunteers.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. We would like to leave it on a brighter note. Before we do that, I want to give you some statistics that I was telling you about earlier. So according to the International Labor Organization and the United Nations in 2021, so this is the last thing that they have, 49.6 million people are in modern day slavery.
In the world?
In the United States.
In the United States.
Yep. 12 million of those are children. 54% of those are women and girls.
Only 50, I would have expected it to be 80%.
Yeah, it's only 54%, but it says that there were 88 million children sexual abuse materials they were filed with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children through the tip line in 2022.
88 million.
88 million children. We're the highest consumer in the world for child sexual pornography there is. The United States is. Yeah. So if that doesn't make you want to get out and try to help, if anything else doesn't, that should make you want to get out and help. Because
if you care anything about children,
yes,
you do something about that.
I will throw this in. If you're watching pornography in any way, you are contributing to sex trafficking because most people in pornography are underage.
Yeah.
But forced commercial exploitation generates $173 billion in illegal profits annually.
It always comes back to money. Anytime there's a problem, it comes back to money.
Yep. And in 2006, it was estimated that a staggering $13.3 billion, the commercial sex industry brings in more revenue than the NFL, the NBA, and the NLB, I'm sorry, combined together. Combined together. So that's a lot of money, and traffickers are not able to let go of that money.
You think this is small time. I mean, I would, not knowing much about it. This is just like a local, drug addicts kind of situation.
No.
That's not what we're dealing with. This is a big thing. There's some group running something like that.
Possibly, yeah. And I mean, gangs they will traffic drugs always. They're going from trafficking drugs to trafficking people, because it has been said I can sell a bag of cocaine for a certain amount of money, but I can traffic her over and over and over again for the same amount of money.
Wow.
For the same amount of money each time.
Yeah.
So the bag only brings that one.
Right.
This brings
repeat
revenue.
So we talked last time about lack of resources in Alabama, lack of law enforcement resources, but you have created something that empowers people in the community to do something. So tell us about your class and your book and what you do.
So at Redeeming Love, that is our ministry, our goal is to play our part in human trafficking. And so in that, we want to make people aware. If you're aware, then that means when you're in your community, if you see something, you say something. If you see suspicious activity, you call 911, or you can call the Human Trafficking National Hotline. And in that, you can report. And in that report, you can give as many details as possible of what you think. Don't approach the person. Don't try to stop the situation because you can put your own self in danger.
Sure.
Let the authorities handle it. But if you see something, say something. You know, it's better, in my opinion, it's better to say something and not be correct than to never say something and be wrong.
So thinking about this show this week, I was talking to a person who's in a trade, and he goes to homes to fix homes, different things. And so I said, I told him what show we're doing, and I said, do you ever see anything that's kind of fishy? And he said, I've never really thought about that, but he said all the time you go to houses and there's just something kind of weird about it, or you knock on the door and somebody, you hear them like moving kids or something in a room, you think, oh, they're just don't want their kids out when we're there. But I wonder how we need more eyes, right?
Yeah.
And we need people that are out there seeing it. So I wonder if we could talk to people like that. Like, people don't install cable anymore, but people that are at homes a lot, and maybe get them educated, because that would be almost like law enforcement being out there seeing these things.
And when we're educated, we know what to look for.
Sure.
And so that is what Redeeming Love does. We have a 4-week course, and in that 4 weeks, it's one night a week. And we talk about what is human trafficking, and we talk about that two weeks in a row because there's so much to cover. Really, it could be 3 weeks. And then we talk about survivors. How do we care for those survivors? Because honestly, there's not enough resources for them. So if you're going to take a lady out, this is my opinion, if you're going to take a lady out, a child out, then you better have the resources to see them all the way to the very end, because then they're going to go back. We work with the Well House. We go there once a month, once every other month, and we work with women and children who've been trafficked. So something that your viewers can do is they can look up organizations like the Well House, Exodus Cry, Shared Hope International. There are all these places in Alabama, I think is what it's called. Anyway, support these organizations with monetary means. You might not be able to go out into the streets and take these women off the streets, but if you can fund these, if we can find a place and donate our money to them, then we're doing something.
Because there's no telling how much that costs. I can't even imagine what their budget would have to be on taking someone who needs counseling and needs a home and needs food and needs education. And it sounds like when you talk about it, though, because you said 54% are female, it sounds like you save mainly females. Is that right? Is that the statistic, that you don't see the boys being saved in the same way? Or
you don't have places for them to go. I've asked that question.
Okay.
So, women that are at these facilities, they can't have men inside those facilities running those, right?
Understood.
So you're going to have some men to step up and open homes for men who are being trafficked, and men are less likely to come forward. But one of the statistics was in 2020, 7% were boys of the trafficking victims, and most men or boys are not going to call in. They're like, I'm not a real man if I say I'm being trafficked.
I understand that.
You know what I mean? There's a stigma behind that, and so
just a societal thing.
Yeah. And so there are men and women who are men and boys who are being trafficked, but there's no place for them to go.
So give me the steps. We've got people watching right now, and they're saying, I am motivated. I know they can go donate, and we'll have some links to that on the YouTube channel, and so they can donate to some of these because they need money. I don't know how much money these people have. They don't have enough to do what you're talking about. Here in town, they can take your class. When is the next class? Do we have one scheduled?
I don't have it scheduled yet. It will be closer to November when I have those dates, but it will be, generally it's January, February.
Okay.
We try to get it done at the first of the year. That way people are fresh. They're, usually at the first of the year we're ready to make a new move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we try to do it at the first of the year. They can take my class. It's from 6 to 8. We have snacks. And then the last night we cook a dinner for everyone.
Okay.
But
how did they find you?
They can find me at Valley View Church. And we don't have a website, but you can also email me at redeeminglove21@gmail.com.
Okay.
And I have had this last time, some of the people that work at SAFE took the class, and that was really great. I've worked with them several times, and they're really great to work with.
So the answer for most of us is we just need to understand what's going on, not put our head in the sand, because head in the sand's not saving anybody. And then we need more people donating. If you can't do anything physically, donate, and then take a class and learn from that.
And once you take your class, you're going to know what to look for. And then when you're in your community, you will know what to look for, and you say, oh, I'm not sure if that's right or not. Let me call the Human Trafficking Hotline.
Yeah.
And so
We appreciate you.
yeah,
There are
thanks for
people in
having
our
me.
society, in our little community, who do amazing things. And I have one here with me, and she's very humble about that. But, I mean, this is a person who's donating time to save people, not people you know. These are people you don't know. And so if you're in our community and you don't feel like you have purpose in life, then, I mean, there's purpose out there. You can certainly find it, but you're going to have to search for it. And I don't know a better purpose than trying to help Amie save some kids. We'll see you next time.